Kakadosh Boker Or Bekiim Halacha 5, day 49. This is Siman Lamed Bet, Siman 32, Halacha Kuf Tzadik Zayin 197. We're going to be speaking about right now using a single thread. So Shnei Tfirot Elu Yu Bechut Echad. So all these 12 tfirot, because remember we already explained that there's going to be 12 times going around the tefillin box, connecting the titura on the top and the bottom, so therefore it's all stitched in together, 3 on each side, there's 4 sides, so it's 12, corresponding to the 12 tribes. But they have to be made out of one thread, a single thread. Okay, now he says, V'im yesh lo chut katzar. Let's say you have a very, very thin one. So you could connect two threads together. Right? However, though lechatchila, meaning because you want to make it like beautiful, you should always have one thread. Meaning, don't come and start using a whole bunch of threads tied together. One thread, you do the entire tefillin. Okay? That is halacha kuf tzadik zayin. Kuf tzadik chet. Okay? He comes and he says, נוהגים על פי דעת כמה ראשונים להתחיל התפילה בנקב שבין פרשת שמע לפרשת ויהי שמוע ובצד שיוצאים שם השערות אך אין זה לקיבוע. So the common custom is, right, is that following the instructions of several Rishonim is to begin the sewing by pulling the thread before the shutting the bottom of the tzura, right, up through the front hole, which is the second from the right of the person wearing the tefillin. This is the hole between Vayayim Shamoah and Shema. And it's the same hole through which the kaf seir protrudes. If someone begins by running the thread through another hole, though, it's still kosher. Meaning, basically, where do you have it? And you remember we spoke about yesterday, right, or 2 days ago, if you remember, on Tefilin Shel Rosh, how do you know if it's Rashi or Rabbeinu Tam? That we said, is the hairs on the right or the hairs in the middle? And we said it all depends where they're tying it out.
Hairs? What do you mean hairs?
The little tiny hairs that protrude.
What hairs?
There's little tiny hairs that protrude the tefillin. You never saw it?
What do you mean? Yeah, I made it. Go tell.
So he says like this: if someone begins by running the thread through another hole, though, it's still going to be kosher. Once the 12 stitches, right, are completed, the halacha does not require one to tie the end of the thread into a knot. The stitches themselves are sufficient. Nevertheless, it's recommended to tie a small knot in a manner that will not be noticeable. Fine. Halacha kuf tzadik tet 199. The position of the stitches. The stitches should be positioned on the titura close to the ktsitza, but it is not necessary for the stitches to enter the ktsitza. Okay, the stitches must not go around the edges of the titura if it has a hem of the garment, right? Just like, as if it's a hem of the garment. The edges of the titura, rather, must surround the 12 stitches. So therefore, basically, it has to make sure that it's not going protruding outside. It's mamash on the top over there. Okay? Halakha 200, proper intentions. Right? Resh. Licha techila, you have to do it lishma. L'shem kedushat tefillin. But Diavad, if you didn't do a lishma, it's still going to be kosher according to Shulchan Aruch. Nevertheless, it's nachol lachmir to do it again, the tefirot, and to do it again from the beginning. Right? Resh Aleph 201. He says, "Betfilin shel rosh yavir echut tefila ben kol bayit to bayit, between every single bayit. Ven ze likuva b'diavad, but b'diavad it's not going to be ma'akev. V'yesh lo nagu klal, right? Lavir echut b'mayit. Some people don't have the minhag at all to do it. So it all depends. You have you have what to rely on. Again, you've got different shitot whether or not do you pull them or not. So it all depends on the different customs of the different people."